Versus for myself is Tanis Evans, professional geologist versus graduate degree in English. Today is Thursday, 11 December 2025. And this is part of attempting graduate school again, question mark, ruminating about surnames, and my low blood pressure journey. Low blood pressure. And here I, Tanis Shearhurst of Seattle, talk through a verses for myself in the perspective of my name being Tanis Evans. It's going to be being a professional geologist, including license, versus getting a graduate degree in English. All right, so this is the surname here come from my soulmate, my Luke Evans. And so trying this one on, I was like, last week I covered, would I go get a graduate degree in mathematics? And this versus actually comes out as I'm going to treat it differently. I want last week's and these. I want to have, which is a lot for professional geologists. So I was like, and this actually relates to like just work-life balance. I said there's like this Tanis thing. This was like a master dream, okay, for me. I'm thinking this through. I was like, have the mathematics graduate degree that I talked about last week, which is go do abstract mathematics, which I love, and gain the skills so that I could invent new mathematics if I needed to quantify anything with my cardiology and my blood pressure and other heart research. So cardiology is study of the heart. The human heart, anatomical heart, physiology, human anatomy. Though there are hearts in other organisms as well. And it was like thinking that through. Okay, let's say I invented algebra to quantify something. Do I have the words to describe it? Mathematics is one language, but what about my words? Can I describe what I did? Can I do it with technical proficiency in the English language, in the language that I speak? Is it sloppy? Well, then maybe I should get a graduate degree in English. I'm being serious because it's the human heart and that research, especially if there's discovery, like in terms of and finding things. I prefer the term finding over discovery or identifying. It's more mellow. It's kind of a Tanis bit. Okay, anyway, so let's say I find things, I publish things, and like it'd be great if the language in my publications was as crystal clear as possible, as accurate as possible. And do I need a degree in English to be able to do that? To get the punctuation, to get the grammar, to get the everything correct enough that I could publish it and be like, now I have confidence that if people wanted to publish this in a different language, it's up to a high enough standard in the English language that they could translate it, not just on wording, but on grammar and punctuation into that language as well. So it's a way of saying if I wanted to hold myself to the highest standard for my cardiology stuff, mathematics, if I need to quantify something with an English as well so that I can communicate and it can be communicated in other languages with minimal risk of translation drift, so to speak, if the translator is adhering to their language standards as well. And so that's the graduate degree in English part. The professional geologist is kind of a life thing, but it was also work. I chose geology as a major, Bachelor of Science. I have a Bachelor of Science in Geology and Geophysics with a minor, academic minor, so coursework above and beyond geology and geophysics and mathematics. I also took coursework above geology and geophysics in just physics for fun because I enjoyed physics. So not required, my choice. And same with mathematics, same with geology and geophysics. I chose the major. But geology is one of those ones where you can actually become a licensed professional geologist. It's that technical. Not all sciences have that. Geology does. And I would love that. Like, do I have an at-home laboratory, like experimental petrology? Do I have a microscope? I would love to become technically proficient enough to be a professional geologist. I think the hard one there would be usually it's work experience, so I'd have to have, I think, or something equivalent, and then there's mentorship. So I need to be trained by a geologist, and I was like, we're going life aspirations. Yes, I think the for my current setting, the cardiology, like mathematics, English is kind of like that goes with this. The geologist is a little bit more like for that construct of like cardiology is my current work. But it used to be my work, right? Geology, dude. So I'm like, in the past, that one might have been more like I can see that path, and now it's like more the other one. But I was like, so since I've been able to see both paths in my life, both, even if they're not at the same time, but both. So for this verse, it's both. Yeah.